5 people have been charged for their alleged roles in a scheme to attack Sunday's UFC event at the White House. And officials say approximately 19 people were involved in planning. Newly released court documents allege the group's plan involved staging a demonstration on the north side of the White House, then flying drones armed with explosives over the event and shooting, quote, high-value targets. The plot was uncovered when the mother of this man, 19-year-old Tyson Proper, reported him to law enforcement. She said she was concerned about his recent behavior. Proper allegedly told investigators the goal of the attack was to jumpstart a revolution in the U.S. He is now detained, facing multiple charges, including attempted murder of a federal officer. We're joined now by CBS News legal reporter Katrina Kaufman, who's been looking through the charging documents. Katrina, good morning. What else have investigators shared about this plot? It appears quite brazen.
Yeah, Errol, this is still an ongoing investigation, so they're still learning more details about it. From what we know, this group allegedly began communicating on TikTok. They were upset with the direction of the way the nation was going, allegedly, and wanted to create a change. They feel like we're heading in the wrong direction. They supposedly then began communicating on Signal, which is a more, secretive forum to talk. And supposedly their plan involved staging a demonstration on the north side of the White House. Then they were going to allegedly fly drones with explosives over the UFC fight, and those were supposed to go off, sending people evacuating in another direction. And some of the group was supposed to actually then be snipers, supposedly, who would shoot people who were fleeing, including high-value targets, the president, Vice President J.D. Vance. They also mentioned Prime Minister of Israel, Benjamin Netanyahu, and Elon Musk, Errol. So a number of grievances, allegedly, they had too, were related to the handling of the Epstein files, data centers, and U.S. support for Israel.
Now, as elaborate as that scheme appears, do we know how close they were to pulling this off? Because investigators also said they didn't retrieve any drones in the end.
Exactly. And, the Secret Service has said that they don't think the event was actually at risk here. This was uncovered days before the event based on that tip from Tyson Proper's mother. They started looking into it last Wednesday, and no drones were recovered, which seemed to be a key element of that plot. But 2 law enforcement sources told CBS that officials did seize weapons, thousands of rounds of ammunition, and tactical gear as well. So we do see there was some preparation going on, but not those drones. But let's take a listen to what the Secret Service Deputy Director, Matt Quinn, had to say.
Look, it was a serious threat. We take all threats of a large nature very seriously, and we investigate them until we can validate 100% that it's no longer a threat. It was an active plot, and it's ongoing.
And Errol, according to a filing last night, we now see the government trying to use this as an argument for the ballroom, which we've been talking about. They say that it's needed to shield the White House, to shield the president, as opposed to these plastic tents they've been using, which they say can't even keep out the bad weather, let alone bullets and supposed kamikaze drones. So we're now seeing them sort of spin this as an argument for the ballroom that they are working on.
Yeah, the president desperately wants that to happen. Katrina, thank you so much.
Thank you.